Hello and welcome to another TramSim Munich video. So we're going to do a trip on the 27th today. Show you through. At the moment I'm using my Thrustmaster Airbus pilot controller. Each time you do start TramSim Munich axis configuration, back, forward, set those limits very slightly. There we go. Set the brake so this whole back movement as braking. Unfortunately, it doesn't save once you exit the game. Or if the game's crashed. I have recorded this once already and the game crashed on me. You do have to do this over again. Next thing I like to do personally is have this to basically 99%, or personally I like to just turn it off. The emergency brake will only activate when I press the assigned key. And just for anyone that likes to, I use a very high on the texture, very high on the view distance, shadow, medium on the edge. Got a RTX 60. Paired with a i7 700K. 6700K I've got overclocked to 4.7 GHz. Got 16 gigabytes of RAM running at, I believe it's 3600. Yeah, 3600 megahertz. Let's get advanced. From handling a tour. Eight. Season to 4. Actually, I want to leave the weather as static, because I've noticed in dynamic the weather doesn't seem to change. And something I haven't tried yet is I get crashes quite consistently. Tried it with static weather, so we give static weather a try. I have COVID mode on because fortunately it's still alive and kicking. The switch malfunctions I have to realistic. I also have that turned on. Signal interference I have a realistic, and set switches automatically I have off, although I've noticed generally the game has them set for you anyway. Started. We are on an early day. The hump Go into timetable mode. We're on 8. Currently at 8 AM. Find a service starts. $27.08 starts from 8:03, goes to 8:23. Enter on that. Started. Yeah. Done it. That's some of the ghosting you might have noticed as the voltmeter went up there. And wait for everything to turn on. Raise our pantograph. On. Put our that. Put a key in. Turn to 1. Done. That's release all the brakes is this switch here. Then as it's a bit dark, we want to turn them to automatic, but yeah, they won't come on, so go menu and turn those both on. Set up, so 1, 2, 3, 4. You can put any 4 numbers in here. Any 5 numbers. Because we've selected a line up here. If it doesn't, you can just take the line number, put it in here. Okay, it should give us a full list. So we are going to Zinligator. Okay, the first input of acceleration does nothing. Bring it back, and then be good to go. Make sure, yep, our destination display is correct. Nice sunrise. Try to bring it to a stop. A little bit off. Nope. Again, that looks like all our passengers are going for the tram behind us instead of our tram. There's some of the, if you notice on the left, some of the weird ghosting that happens. See what it is as they come past the microphone arm. They pull some of the textures of the microphone arm and overlap it onto the car. Which is just it's a strange thing. I don't know what causes it. Hopefully it's something they will fix eventually. We're on time. Get going. So this is one of the bugs I hope they fix with the next patch. As you can see, people are stuck here. And so I went to use I've noticed I went to use the ramp, but the guy didn't actually get on. There you can see they haven't got the hitbox of the ground set up correctly because our ramp has gone all the way right to the ground. Although it does show you how well the ramp works. That should be fixed now. Should be about to get. Yep. Got the vertical line, which is the green. We can proceed. Like I say, there are still a few issues of bugs they need to work out. I noticed the AI was supposed to be... The AI cars were supposed to be fixed, but you will find that they do still stop just randomly at certain points. Overall, I do very much enjoy the game. It's just these small little things that... I say small little things, they can be complicated to fix, but these, you know, these issues that just... I don't want to say make it unplayable, but... because it's still a playable game, but it does slightly lessen your enjoyment. Again, as they come, get issues where the cars will drive into each other here. There we go. Happened again. The car will disappear. The white car will drive into the van. There you go. And the van will disappear. And then they're good to go. Yeah, I don't think, in my honest opinion, the game is worth the full price they're charging on Steam at the moment. Which in the UK is just over £30, which is... I do think their decision to almost try and make them appear as separate games. Although it does mean if you only wanted Munich, you don't have to buy Vienna. It does almost... It makes it appear like they did it so they could charge more money. There we go. The lights are on red and cars are ploughing through. Strangely. I do like how the AI trams, as they go past you, just give you a little ding of the bell. I do think they have done well implementing the wheelchair ramp and the wheelchair user, although at the moment you will only ever find them at the start of your route. Even if you get to an end station, you won't see anyone else, although I know that was... I haven't got that implemented yet. They are looking at making it more random to when they show up. We turn right up here. We are set to the right way. It's now locked, and then we've got the key. We acknowledge our tram is waiting. Let's turn our indicator on, and we've got the green. We'll stop just here. Stopped a bit early that time. I have noticed that the kind of text ghosting issue generally only happens when there's some shadows, or is only more noticeable when there are shadows. So here, during the early morning, which is why I've done an early morning run. That's why I decided to do an early morning run, so you could see it more noticeably. Went a bit long this time. Side view. Yeah. How's that for timing? We'll unlock the doors again just in case someone else comes along while we're sitting at a red. Yeah, there are. I mean, my hardware and my settings I mentioned, I get between 30 to 45, sometimes up to 50 FPS. It's a kind of sweet spot I've found for my setup, having it with the settings I do, so looks as nice as possible, but has playable FPS with it. See, the van has stopped. It's good. as we're coming up on our next is we don't stop here, we stop after we make the right hand turn up here. So we'll go and so we come over the sensor, there we go. See that actually, I think we're still, basically there's a little strip, if I can find it, here it is here. There's this strip here on the road, and as we go over, oh, we're green. As we go over it, when we've got our button to the left, or our button to the right, it will change. It'll either change the switch or lock it in place. Change or lock it in place, or just lock it in place for us. Stopped a bit early this time. And so just in front of the switching point, you'll see there's a little line on the road, and that's basically the sensor to go. That's a sensor that your tram you can lock in either the left or the right, and if you've got it set to the middle like we are now, once your tram passes over that sensor, it will then lock the switch ahead into whatever position it needs to be in. Up here. It's a pretty decent stop. Wait, the F for us, there we go. That lets us know that we're about to change. Actually, be on? They do. We'll let them on. Now we'll lock, we'll wait for the green. There we go. And we'll get moving. Even with the bugs that are still currently in the game, it is still enjoyable if, like I say, if you can pick it up at a half decent price. I managed to get it for I think about £23 rather than the £31 they charge on the Steam store. I got it from a seller on G2A. But yeah, there are a lot of cdkeys.com. I don't think it's on there. I got the original TramSim Vienna from there for a decent discount. Instant Gaming is another good site. Not paid or anything, but they're sites I've used in the past and have not had any bad experiences with. Or wait for a Steam sale. I mean, there is one currently running, but I don't believe that TramSim Munich is discounted at all. something I noticed, the way they've modelled the windows on the cars. When the sun shines through them, you get the very noticeable you can see the glass surfaces from a mile away. Here we're behind a number 28. We're currently... Oof. We're 6.5 minutes late. Yeah, not on time at all. So we'd be in front of this tram rather than stuck behind it. We're 114, stuck behind 2144. I do like the feature they've added that you can set repaints onto certain trams. So I have seen some issues where I think if you set too many, actually get it can cause issues. Let's see how. We're going to let our passengers off here. There's no one that's going to want to get on. Apparently no one wants to get off either. Set the brake just in case we get any. Don't want any rollback. That sun is bright. Wait and try and get on our tram. Fine, we'll let people on early. Got a slight delay. Allow us to get going straight away. Just missed out on this. That's the signal to the right. Coming up to the roundabout. Interesting one, has some interesting the signalling of the actual roundabout. We'll make our stop up here. The interesting thing is the cars obviously have to give way onto the roundabout, but the cars aren't signalled, whereas the trams are. And so we're signalled. We've got the K showing, which acknowledges we're there. We've got the F, which will let us know we're going to get a green soon. Then we've got the vertical line, which is our green, the circle, which is our get ready to stop, and then our stop light. So we've got the F, so we can lock the doors, and we'll go. And then as we come around here, you'll notice the lights in front of us aren't on as we approach. The lights turn red for the cars. We get the go ahead. You will notice the cars will not obey the red light there. They will just drive through it. That may have been something they had to do to stop the issues where cars were just stopping randomly. Set the station brake so we can take my hand off the joystick and not roll back. It's definitely, like I say, an enjoyable game. The using the joystick if you have one, and it does work, does add just an extra level to it, rather than just using your keyboard buttons. And at the moment the Thrustmaster is actually at quite a reasonable price. I got mine from Amazon. I think it's £46, which is not too bad. That's why we set the station brake so we don't roll back like that. They don't cost the earth. It does work very well in this. Also, I enjoy playing Flight Simulator, so has the bonus of working just straight out the box in Flight Simulator. Oh, I don't think I've ever been stuck behind a tram like this. Yeah, luckily with that tram stop being so, or platform being so long, managed to get us both in there.
Sendlinger Tor. Umstieg zur U1, U2, U3 und U6. Change here for U1, U2, U3 and U6. Endstation. Bitte alle aussteigen. Terminus. All change, please. Dieses Fahrzeug fährt weiter als Linie 28 Richtung Scheidplatz.
Texture ghosting you can see behind the cars. And then as the cars go past, the kind of the guides for the blinds, and your microphone, it kind of bleeds onto the cars and then trails behind them. There's an unfortunate thing as well, the blinds not being able to be adjusted. It's a small thing. Something I would have thought they would have put into the game. Now the car's picking up textures as they pass past another object. Only seems to happen, or seems to be more prevalent when you're stopped. We're going off to the right, so we got the green. Red, yeah, so it only seems to be more noticeable, happens more when you're stopped. I've noticed that it happens on Vienna and Munich. You can see it happening a lot in front of us as they're passing the various traffic cones and barriers that are set up. So you get that kind of yellow and the white and red colouring. Our passengers out here. No, we got the F. Of our. There we go. Yep. Some kind of artificial bump on the road, it looks like, just there. We're 6 minutes late again. Got no one waiting, we'll try and make up some time.
Karlsplatz Schwarz. Umstieg zu
I don't think we've currently got no one on the tram, so if we have no one waiting at a stop, we'll just carry on through. See, we're now at 28. What we'll probably do, we'll come up to this stop and we'll end the video there because we're getting on for just over 40 minutes now. Yeah. Okay, thank you everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to leave a like if you did, hit the subscribe button, and if there's any other content, TramSim, you'd like to see or otherwise, let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching. Hope you have a great rest of your day, evening, morning, whatever time it is for you. And I'll catch you in the next one. Goodbye.